and welcome back to the final Laura and Becky episode of 2022. Well, actually, I say the final one. We might have a cheeky little one in between Christmas and New Year, but this is the final one before Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely it is.
We are sponsored by Dunston Hall Garden Centre and Bistro and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
What I love is the fact that Christmas is on Sunday and you just went to me and went, is it 2 days? Is it 2 days to go?
Do you know what I get really confused about? Like, do we count the day we're on and do we include Christmas Day? Or do we just include the days in between? I get so confused.
Friday, I would say 2 days to go. I think that's right.
Guys, it's 2 days to go.
Thank you so much. If you found us and you're new here, you are more than welcome. You have lots to listen to, lots to go back to, or just start from here on. It actually doesn't matter. You can do what you want.
Yeah, you can dip in, you can dip out, you can listen here, you can go back, you can jump forward. It really doesn't matter.
So this one, like you said, is the kind of the last one of season 5.
Yep, last one.
Yeah, and then we're going to come back. We're going to have like a special episode in between Christmas and New Year, and then we're back for season 6 on the 9th of January. That's a Monday, right? You're looking at your calendar.
I'm looking at it now. So we've got 2 weeks off, and then we're back on the 9th of January.
Lots going on. Lots planned for next year, which we're going to talk about in our special bonus episode.
I'm excited to reveal all of this.
We're really excited, aren't we?
We're going to be really honest as well, aren't we? And kind of say what we hope to kind of achieve and goals that we want to hit in 2023, which actually is quite scary because we're going to be really honest about it. But, you know, that's what we do.
It's all about the journey.
It's all about the bloody journey. And what a journey we've been on, eh?
Well, that brings us back to the podcast today. So usually what we do is have a Christmas do. Last year we went to the Hunloke Arms, didn't we?
That was really nice, actually.
So nice. This year we just haven't managed to do it because we've been hosting most of them.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we haven't had many nights free where we could actually go out, just the two of us. But tonight we are hosting somebody's work Christmas do, which we think is going to be a bit of a wild one.
Well, we spoke to them yesterday, and what I loved is that they were like, right, it's the opposite to corporate. The opposite. So we were like, well, that's us, guys. You could describe me and you, we're the opposite to corporate. So I was like, yep, tick, 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 tick. So I think by the time we get there, they're all going to be absolutely hammered.
Oh, 100%. So we're not quite sure how it's going to go down, but it'll be fun. But we're going to tag our Christmas do onto their Christmas do, aren't we? That's just how it's been left.
They don't even know it, but that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So excited for that. But however, because it's not just me and thee, there's other people there. Usually we do speeches. Usually you make a little speech, don't you?
Yeah, I like to make a little speech and like reflect back on the year, talk about the year coming up, and I'm quite a speechy person.
Well,
you're not.
You tried to start the speech at our ladies' night that we had at Nonna's, didn't you, at the bar? And I went, stop it!
Hold it there.
Let's not do this yet. You're like, oh, okay. Oh, well, I won't say anything then. So we've saved it, but we figured out we haven't really got any time to do it. So we're going to do it live on our podcast to each other.
We're going to do it now, aren't we? Now, I tend to get a little bit emotional on these. It's more when I've got a drink in my hand, though, you know?
Yeah, we haven't. Well, it's only, 10:15?
Yeah, so it's fine.
Really?
But, have you prepped your speech?
No. Have you?
I've thought about it, yeah.
I thought about it. Oh, yeah, I thought about it. I haven't written notes or anything. But yeah, do you know what I did last night, which I like doing at the moment? I looked at this year on my archive on Insta. Which is basically you. It's just you and me. There's no husband, barely even my kids. It is literally just you and me. But you remember things that you've done.
Yes.
So who's going to go first?
Shall we toss a coin to see who goes first? Hang on, have I got any coins in my bag?
This is a thing, you don't have bloody cash anymore, do you? I haven't got...
Oh, hang on, here you go, got 50p.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
What do you want to be, heads or tails?
I don't mind,
In fact,
tails.
you flip. I can't flip coins.
What do you want to be then?
I'll go heads then.
Okay, here we go. Heads.
Okay,
what
so
do you
me first.
Oh, you're going first? Oh, we didn't actually... Is that what, did we agree that?
So the person who gets the thing goes first, and I suppose.
Do you want any form of emotional music?
Yes, I was going to say that to you.
Okay.
Let's get the feels going here. Let's make it really...
I haven't checked any of these, but I'll just put...
we can just choose one, can't we?
Let's try this, shall we? Here we go. Bear with. You can tell we've prepped this. It's a little bit of a...
Or if you could send free chocolate in.
We don't want to play the ad.
advert?
Yeah, that's not emotional, is it?
No.
Okay,
What have
here
you
we
actually
go.
put in? Emotional music?
Yeah. Oh.
No, that's a bit too as if we're going into battle.
Okay.
No, something else.
Just bear with us while we'll try and find this. Okay. I know what I can put in.
Go on.
You'll recognise it when you see it.
Okay. I hope this is good. I hope it makes people cry. That's what I hope for.
Oh, wow. I would definitely...
I want people crying in their cars listening to this.
I was going to put the E.T. thing. What about Peggy's theme?
Oh, no, you can have that for yours. I am not
What do
having
you
Peggy's
want then?
theme for mine.
Think of an emotional... What about... What about... hang on. What about...
I can't think of any.
Right. Should we pause this and find something? Because this has been extremely boring for people.
Sure. We'll be back in a sec, guys.
Okay. Hang on. Bear with. Let me pause this. Okay. We're back.
Hiya.
Right.
We found something. I'm happy with this. I think this is quite fitting. Well, I don't know, actually.
Right. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Are you ready? Do you need a moment, or are you straight in there? Ready?
Straight in there.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
It's going to make me laugh. Is this from Titanic?
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone with Titanic, but is it when Jack's dying? Bloody hell. This doesn't bode well for next year, does it? Is one of us going to drown?
Oh, no. Take on a boat. Right,
we get in the zone. Here we go.
Okay, I'll turn this down a little bit.
Laura.
Yes.
Look at me when look at me when I do this speech.
Okay, go on. I'm in. I won't say a word.
Okay.
What
a year 2022 has been. Don't laugh. No, but what a year it's been.
Okay. Did you want me to agree, or should I shut up?
No, you can do whatever feels right. Okay.
Okay.
I have actually written a few little pointers. Laura, what a year 2022 has been. It's been full of ups. It's been full of downs. It's been full of everything in between, hasn't it?
It has.
So we started off the year doing a breakfast radio show together. Oh, my kid's just walked in. Not this moment. This is a real emotional moment, kid, and it's ruining it. I'll be back in a minute. She wants me phone, that's why. Right, sorry. Where were we? So we started the year doing a breakfast radio show together.
We did.
That was full of its challenges. Then we lost our jobs. We were worrying. We didn't know how we were going to make money. Didn't know how we were going to make ends meet. We thought we might have to go and get proper jobs. And that was a worrying time, wasn't it? But we then started doing our own daily podcast. We didn't have a clue what we were doing, did we? I mean, not a clue, guys.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
But we taught ourselves, and we sat here in this studio pressing buttons and researching things and making plans. And here we are doing our own daily podcast. So what I love about it as well is that we were best mates before we even started working together on the radio show, weren't we?
Yes.
We've always been best mates before. And during lockdown, we used to talk about working together.
Yeah.
We didn't know what it was going to be, but we just had these dreams and these visions. We used to go on a walk, and I remember the exact walk. It was kind of like through the country lanes, up a hill, we'd get a coffee, and we'd walk and we'd talk about doing something together.
Yes.
But we never knew whether this would come to fruition or not, did we? Then we started doing Ladies in Lockdown. Do our day ones remember Ladies in Lockdown?
We loved Ladies in Lockdown.
Put your hands in the air if you're one of our day ones. And that was really good. Actually, that reminds me of the podcast now. That was kind of like the podcast. Then we went on the radio together. It was a bit sort of stricter, more professional. Now we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, against all the odds and all the things that have happened, we made it happen. We started working together.
We did.
Just referring to my notes. So, it hasn't always been an easy ride. I mean, we're quite positive people, and we always like to talk about the fun stuff that's happened, but it definitely hasn't been. We've been in tears, the both of us, haven't we? We've found things really difficult. We found criticism really difficult. And obviously, trying to make our own money from doing something we love hasn't always been easy. But what I love is that we always put our friendship before any work stuff.
Yes.
And our mental health. If one of us is having a bad day, we scrap the work stuff and we look after each other, which is why I think actually it works so well.
Yeah.
I literally love that. You have been there for me this year through family losses.
Yeah.
Relationship breakups, dramas going on, days when I felt really, really low. You've always been there for me without fail. And I don't think we've actually ever told this story on the podcast before, but I'm gonna tell it very briefly. This is how good a friend Laura is to me. We were telling someone this the other night, weren't we?
Are you going to tell the story?
Yes, I am.
God, hang on, I'm going to turn this down. Go on.
There was a day this year when I was in Leeds and Laura was here in Chesterfield, so it was a good hour and a half away. And I phoned Laura. I was at the Ivy in Leeds. And basically I was paralytic. It was in the day. It was about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. And when I say paralytic...
it was bad.
I was puking and in and out of consciousness on the Ivy toilet floor.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really bad. So I video called Laura so she could see the tangle that I was in. And bless Laura's heart, even though her husband was mad at her for doing it, she drove to Leeds to come and scoop me off that floor in my own vomit and put me in her car, which she'd put black bin bags everywhere, a fresh water for me, towels on the chairs.
Yeah.
She had it. I mean, it was a sick wagon, wasn't it? It was prepped.
Got your chewing gum.
Got me chewing
I don't
gum.
want any smelly, sick breath in my car.
So she drove an hour and a half to come and pick me up when I was drunk. Now, guys, if that ain't a true friend, I don't know what is. So thank you, Laura, for not letting me die in my own sick on the floor of the Ivy. So listen, it's been a year of real ups and downs, hasn't it? It's been highs, it's been lows. But I am so excited to go into 2023 with you, and we've got some amazing things planned. And I just think that if we keep it going as we have done, putting each other first, looking after each other, having each other's backs, we're going to be just fine next year.
Yeah, we are.
And guys, just one more line.
Oh, go on, sorry.
We ain't even started yet.
Oh, that was well timed. Well done. That was good, thank you.
Is that right? You like
yeah,
that?
that was good. Yeah, can't believe you told the story.
I just thought, it's the end of the year. Let's tell a good
confession.
One. It's a right confession. Because that one, I was like, this story never sees the light of day, Laura. But there you go.
I just remember seeing all of those missed calls from you, and I was like, I wonder what she's doing. And then when I rang you, and I think I rang you, and you were like, FaceTime me, and I just saw you, and I thought, oh my God, you were so bally, weren't you?
It was really
it wasn't great.
Bad. I mean, I had to get helped out of there by a member of staff from the Ivy, which was quite embarrassing.
I mean, the thing is, though, to be fair, I know you'll do that for me.
I do it for you,
Do you know what I mean? So you kind of I wouldn't be like, well, she wouldn't do it for me, I'm not going to get her. I would have done it anyway. But, I'm waiting for the day where I'm on the floor of a toilet.
Don't do it, though.
But if you're busy, you'll be like, sorry, love. Yeah. I can't, Law. I'm feral at home in bed. I can't do it. You'll be right, love. I'll be like, you bitch. Right, okay, that was good. Thank you. That was very sweet. My turn?
Your turn. What music are you using? Oh, God. The Peggy theme. You're going to be bawling doing this because this triggers you. Mate, you're not going to get through this speech.
Okay. I am. Oh, Peggy.
I'm not Peggy.
Sorry,
I'm Becky.
Okay, right. So, I don't want to repeat what you said, but what you said. There we go. That's it.
Is that your speech? Stop
I'm joking. It's not.
Guys, by the way, this is actually what happened last year for real. So when I did my speech, I went, yeah, what you said. Cheers, Merry Christmas.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to take us back further than this year. I know it's a speech about this year, but I'm going to take us back. Okay?
I'm here for it.
I remember when I first met you, right?
It's like we're married.
And we're in a radio station. And I just sort of saw you out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, I like the look of you. Straight away, I was like, I like the look of her. And you went, all right. I was like, all right, I'm Laura, I'm Becky. And you went, I like your trousers. And I will always remember those trousers. Actually, I didn't really like those trousers. They weren't very nice. So I was like, she's just being nice because they're really not the best trousers in the world. Anyway, and then obviously so much has happened. I think it's been like 4.5 years that we've known each other. And from the get-go, there was drama, wasn't there? You kind of left your husband, really, when we met, which has nothing to do with me, by the way.
Well, do you remember I took you to an Italian restaurant and I confessed what was going on to you over a garlic bread?
Yeah. So I think we've had ups and downs of things happening, but I think this year has been the year where so much has happened. If you think about all the things the job that people treat us really badly, and you know who you are if you're listening. Do you know what I mean? And obviously breakups, like you said, talking about what we want to do, but wondering if we're ever going to do it, and just all of that kind of stuff. For me, probably the high of this year is Mallorca.
Yeah, that was so good.
Like Mallorca it was always going to be a good weekend. And again, that was very up and down. It wasn't just like a great weekend of just like, yay. It was just a bit like a few things happened there and we were like, oh God. But I think Mallorca, when we flew there, we had just lost our job and we hadn't kind of mentioned the podcast, but we weren't definitely doing it, were we?
Nope.
But I think the fact that we could just go there, have that time, and it was really fun, wasn't it? We had such a good time, and I think that made us think, right, we can do something together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We tried. Oh, the music stopped.
Oh, put it back to the start.
There's an ad.
Oh no, that killed the vibe.
Sorry. Oh no, we've got 10 seconds till the ad finishes.
That's okay.
Anyway, so I think when we come back from Mallorca, I was like, right, we need to crack on. I can't remember the day where we were like, we're going to do a podcast.
I can't. I think we talked about it in Mallorca, but we weren't, like you say, 100% sure whether it was going to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, I think once we'd started it, I think we knew that it was going to be a lot of fun, that we were going to keep going with it. So back to Peggy's theme. I went on for a bit long. However, I have to say, all the things we do, the social media stuff that we do for other people, our podcast, hosting events, thinking up events, hosting bloody quizzes, I would not be able to do it on my own. There is absolutely no way I would be doing this without you.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? There's just no way. I wouldn't want to host a quiz. I wouldn't want to do a podcast on my own.
No,
I wouldn't want to go and film stuff. I wouldn't want to have these bloody meetings we have to go to. But they are so much fun. And I think we, weirdly, without even trying, it just works. We work so well together that I just think it's precious. And
precious.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that. Precious.
Yeah, it's precious, isn't it? Like, even if we fell out, right? If we fell out, I'm not, touch wood, we won't. I would still look back and be like, those 4.5 years, what a friendship.
Yeah.
What a friendship. Looking around for houses for you.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much we've done and there's so much that's happened, but we've just got each other's back. I think that's what it is. We've got each other's back. So
yeah, I think a lot of the time in this industry or media and that kind of thing, people haven't always got your back. There are some people, don't get me wrong, but we know we've got each other's back.
And listen, doing a breakfast radio show was great, but it's you're working for someone else. You're turning up, you're doing it. You talk. Most of it's absolute shite you talk about, isn't it? But whereas on this podcast, we can just take all the fun bits. We don't have to do the boring bits. It's like a pleasure, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I think next year, the things we've already got planned for early next year, I just cannot wait.
Same. I am buzzing.
I literally cannot wait. So just thank you. I love you. I love Lily. I love your new house. Yeah, I can't wait for next year. It's going to be, I think your next year is going to be a good year. And I'll let slip one of our plans, and that's to go back to Mallorca.
Yes. Now, we want to try and do this on the same weekend that we went last year. It's going to be a bit of a thing like, okay, a year ago, we hadn't even started the podcast. Here we are, a year on.
Yeah.
Doing what we love.
That's our aim. But yeah, just thanks for being a great friend.
Thanks for being a great friend too, mate. Love you, babes.
There you go. Yeah. There you go, Peggy. Oh, listen, that's perfect timing. Wait. Friends, forever and ever and ever.
It just killed me at the end. Like, that was literally perfect. I mean, I hope people are crying.
We didn't cry. We did well. We did. Because we're not drunk.
Yeah, that's why.
Maybe we'll cry later.
Yeah.
Right. So have the most amazing Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening. We're going to do a bonus episode between Christmas and New Year.
We are indeed. We so appreciate your support. We love you getting in touch with us, and thank you so much for just being with us through what's been one hell of a journey.
Merry Christmas.